And we're live. Welcome, everyone, to another episode of Revenue Busters.
Boom!
We're still working on our intro. As you can see, that one was pretty good, but, we it'll be finalized here probably about a couple weeks. So, where are we at? Will, are you on?
Can you hear me?
All right.
Am I not showing up?
You're blinded by that blind behind your head.
Oh, you can see the blind. Okay, that's good. New location for me, at least for today. So
yes. All right, and then we have a special guest. Would you like to introduce a special guest, Will?
Sure. This is a good friend of mine, Sean Stanley, and she's done some stuff with us over the years in some of our various business ventures, but she was interested in some of this retail style business thing that we're learning. And so as I've been passing along some of our education and information, I thought, hey, why don't you get on a call tonight before you fall asleep and just hang with us?
We'll put her to sleep, and it may be a better sleep.
That's right.
Program.
Or we may put you to sleep.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, she's really our tester. If we put her to sleep, we don't have to work on our entertainment value.
That's right. So with that said,
if we can keep her up, with that said, Sean Stanley, welcome to the
call.
Live hangout.
Thank you. Hey.
There we go. All right. So I wanted to hold a call this evening and kind of update where we are at on busting or building this FBA Amazon business in kind of the four aspects that we are hitting on. And we're going to kind of hit the front two that we started with on our videos, which was the retail arbitrage, where you head out to a store, look for things on the clearance aisle that sell at a certain price, either use an app like an FBA scan or the Amazon seller app. Check out what things are the same UPC symbol selling at Amazon and see if you can make some profits. So we're going to hit a little bit on that and kind of and we're going to show you some products that we got and some things we've learned due to bringing the stuff back and trying to post it up on Amazon. And then the other thing that we're going to hit on is the tactical arbitrage, or online arbitrage as it's called, where we are using third-party software companies that have created an app or a program that will actually look at all the online stores presence out there from all the retailers and just online retailers. So it will look at like a Walmart, a Target, a Dick's Sporting Goods. And then you have some online stores like what's an online store? Fat Brain Toys was one that we looked at. These are just strictly online. There's no brick and mortar presence with those. What's another one? Abe's. It's like a photography place. B&H Photo, which is an online photography, but they've got all new technology, or they've added a bunch of technology since they first started as well.
Yeah, there's quite a few like that too. You have Newegg and
Newegg's one of them is on there as well. Yeah, so it's stores like that. So it actually will go and look at all the UPC symbols on their sites and seeing what all their products are selling, and it'll compare it to the UPC sites on Amazon and see if there is a match. If the match of the UPCs, they'll give us the price on what it's selling for on the online store. There's Christian coming to the call or the hangout. We're in mid-call here, Christian. Welcome to the call, but give a shout out real quick.
Hi, I'm here.
All right, he's here.
Ready to go.
Ready to go. All right, so we're just talking. I'm kind of recapping.
Oh,
now,
good.
I'm gonna start. I gotta stand up because I'm getting all. Let me raise my desk a little bit. There we go. All right, so on the tactical side, so it's going to compare the UPCs of that online store to the UPCs of the Amazon store, and then give us a price difference between each, and it will actually automatically calculate the fees that Amazon would charge, and then it calculates the potential profit percentage that you could actually earn after the fees. And then it also puts in the Keepa graph, and Keepa is an app that we use to kind of check the sales velocity of that particular item, which we've went over in some previous videos. But it's got that graph in there, and it's got some other neat features as well. And we'll have a second, actually it'll be a third round of the tactical training here coming up. But so we're just going to kind of touch base on what we've kind of learned over the last week, going out to the stores and shopping for items and then bringing them back and then learning some things that kind of set us back a little bit, but not really. There's just a few more steps that you got to do to kind of get to the place that you need to be. So with that, let's see, where do I want to go next? Anyone else got anything to say after my little rant there? Want to add anything?
No, other than I also on my side, because of course yourself, Gary, and Christian went and did it up in their neck of the woods up north, and I did.
Well, we actually
here.
went shopping. We actually didn't do it, but yes, we went shopping.
Yeah, on the retail side, you did that part of it.
Yes,
and I did as well.
Yes,
I mirrored the efforts down here in the best.
Okay. All right, so let's kind of go over a few products. I'll try to bring it up on my camera. So we got excited. So we primarily use the FBA scan app, and for those of you that are not familiar with it, they've got some great videos on YouTube that you can go to learn how to use it. Just Google FBA scan. It's a cool app that you scan the barcode and it will give you all the prices on Amazon, what it's selling for, whether it's a merchant-filled seller that's selling it, if it's an FBA seller that's selling it, or if it's Amazon themselves selling it. Compares all the prices, lets you know how many people are in the buy box, and then it also calculates the fees, and it allows you to put in the price that you're going to buy it for at the store. And then it will kind of do the math for you, what it's selling for on Amazon minus all the fees for Amazon to do all the pick and pack and ship it for you, and then what you're buying it for, and it'll let you know, is it profitable, and are you at least, and actually I think we all agree on here that we're not going to be interested in anything that will not produce at least a 30% return on investment. Everyone agree on that pretty much? I mean, you are.
Yep.
Yeah, you're spending a lot of time, and so
yes, absolutely.
30% return or greater. Now, I mean, on some of the stuff we found, I mean, you're earning 100%, maybe 110%, 150%. So that's possible as well. But if I'm out there pounding the pavement looking for products, I at least got to make 30%.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So one of the things we did notice too when we were out on the retail side of it, doing some RA, I'm going to call retail arbitrage RA, is a 50% clearance usually was not enough to get the numbers to work because of the fees that Amazon charges. We had to get near the 65% range to be able to make the numbers work. So most of the stuff, 65, 75, 85% off at a clearance worked. Now, the first store we went to was a Meijer store, which if you're from the Midwest, you may know what a Meijer store is, but it's a kind of like a Walmart with groceries, but it's just local to the Midwest. They had all their stickers in orange, and so they always put a was price, or this was the retail price. Theirs matched pretty close to what Amazon had their price at, or kind of the retail price. But we did find when we went to Target that their was price actually varied. Sometimes it was a little bit lower than Amazon. So the was price was a little bit higher on Amazon, or the current retail price. So some of the potential clearance items in Target were, just judging by the price tag, you couldn't tell because they had it priced a little bit lower actually than Amazon. So it was good to look at, make sure you found the price on Amazon what it was, and not just make that judgment from the tag.
Mhm.
What else? What else? Anything else, Christian, that you want to add to that? Let me take a drink here real quick because my mouth's getting dry.
I mean, I think the thing that like amazed me most when we were out, I mean, we were out for like a good 2, 3 hours, and I think like good 2 hours of like pure work was in there. It just surprised me how fast and how much there was. Like I was expecting such a turnout, I guess. Really, like it was a lot of stuff on sale for like really good prices that like you could just easily turn around onto Amazon really quickly. Like, I mean, we talked about it in store. And we were just laughing because I think we made like my monthly salary in like 15 minutes as soon as we walked into Target or something like that. So I was just like, well, okay, that's cool.
Crazy,
So
crazy.
it was crazy to me.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were laughing too because when we were in Target, and I kind of was mirroring some of the things Gary even saw. And he had shown me that that drone, the thing, the Lego drone thing, and we're walking around. We find it finally after talking to the guy, and we're like, you know, and it wasn't even marked down yet. And I'm like, can you scan it and tell me what it is? He's like, yeah, it's $44. And I'm like, oh, okay, well, man, so it is what it's supposed to be. And so we grabbed what they had on stock there. And I'm like, can you check the other stores? He's like, oh yeah, there's 5 stores around here. They are, there's this many, we could make, you know, probably $700-800 just within a matter of 2 hours. Go to those stores, grab them,
Exactly.
turn them,
It's
and we're
crazy.
like, what? And then we found all these little amiibos, and they were like $2, and they're selling on Amazon for $8 or something. And we just stayed like in a couple areas. We didn't even stay long. We spent more time drinking coffee at Starbucks than actually working. So we just thought we would check it out and see if they had it while we were there. And
Right.
was surprised at all the stuff they had. And we only looked at maybe 1/10 of the store.
Mhm.
And that was just one store.
Right. One store, 1/10 of the store.
And one
Probably-
random store.
Probably
Right.
found about maybe $1,500 worth of stuff we could have probably made.
All right. So now, and the most, yeah. So with that said, the biggest takeaway though, and we'll kind of go into it a little bit here, is that yes, we found a lot of products and a lot of profit through the products. So Christian and I get home after shopping all the products, and we're all excited. I think our total, we totaled it up, and actually it's one of our videos, and
Mhm.
this is kind of a continuation that I think it was about $450 we made in 2 hours.
Mhm.
And so that was great. But then we get home and we try to list the stuff, and half the items are a gated brand or a restricted brand, and we couldn't sell them. Now, we were using the FBA scan app when we were doing our analysis, and unfortunately, that app doesn't let you know whether it is restricted or not. So I went to the old YouTube and the old Google, did some more research, and the Amazon seller app actually has that built into it. So when you're scanning products, you can see if it's restricted or not. And then it lets you know right there. Now, there's certain strategies we'll go into in a later training that you can get ungated in all those brands, and there will be no issues whatsoever. However, when you're first starting out, there are open categories and open brands that you can sell. You just got to find those and make sure that those are the ones you're buying. Don't go out and buy that stuff. Now, however, if the profit is big enough and great enough, and what you'll want to do is check eBay to see what it's selling over there. Get the eBay app on your phone, scan the product there. So if you find out it's restricted and you're not open yet, check it on the Amazon or check it on the eBay site, see what they're selling for over there. Because hey, if you're making $60 on a product or $100 on a product, but you can't sell it on Amazon, okay, so maybe you would have made $100 over on Amazon, but maybe you'll make $60 over at eBay. Still worth the time to buy it and have a store front there. And we'll potentially go into more our eBay training later on in a different video, but it gives you the chance to still make money with the deal right in front of you while you're doing it.
And let me share a couple things that helped with us too. Is walking, through the store, talking to one of the guys that was there, again, you can build a relationship with somebody that's there. He's there quite a bit. He knows what's coming in from a shipping standpoint. I was like, hey, if we came in and I kind of chatted with you and found some stuff I wanted to buy, clear out stuff, and you kind of knew it, is there a way for me to chat with you about that, or figure out how to connect with you on their call, even if you're in? He's like, yeah, we could do that. And he's like, by the way, we've got an app, the Target app. So some of these stores also have their own app that's very helpful, that we were able to download that while we were there, pull that up. Probably a good thing to bring with you is maybe your tablet too. If you want to be able to tablet, you can actually download Chrome or have Chrome on it with the actual extensions for putting in the Jungle Scout and things like that, where I found you can't do it on your phone as well if you're wanting to use all the tools. I don't know if you guys were struggling with some of that, as some of the tools you didn't quite have at your hands as much as you'd like to maybe check some of those things out. But anyway, a lot of the people there, they don't care. They're just walking around. You just ask them, hey, where's the best clearance stuff? You got any good stuff? Don't waste your time.
Most of those store managers want to clear the shelves anyways for new products. So that's why they're marking it down anyways. They just want it out of there.
So don't be afraid to go talk to them, hang with them. And just tell Sean out too that we're talking about, there's different aspects of this, of the retail side. And obviously Gary mentioned earlier these 4 different things. And one of them being this, which is retail arbitrage, which you physically are walking into the store and physically going to these stores and going through their clearances and seeing what they have available, so you can find those good deals and be the middleman. You're no different than the store itself. The store itself is nothing but a middleman. It's just a middleman buying product from manufacturers in bulk in huge displays and giving you a flea market to walk through and buy it. So you're walking into their flea market, finding out what they're trying to get rid of, buying it even cheaper, and then turning around and reselling it back into a bigger flea market called Amazon or eBay or Jet or whatever. So
exactly.
Okay.
And then there's also different countries markets as well that you can resell it on, and we'll be hitting on that in a later video as well, where you can actually purchase stuff in America and sell it in Australia, but their market may have a even better profit margin because it's all supply and demand. If supply is low, let's say there's a lot of supply in America, but the supply is low over in Australia, the price is going to be hiked up, so you could actually potentially make more in different countries and different markets in different countries.
And from the retail side too, part of a little group we have here and some of the other folks we have who are in different states, like we all are. Like for Sean, we could find 3 or 4 really good products we find at a Target, let's say, and go, hey, Sean, here's 3 great products we found have maybe $500, $600, $800, $1,000 of profit. You might have to spend $300, $400, but once we have the system in, you can help out people that you're working with in different areas too, and vice versa. Sean could be out shopping and go, man, I found some great stuff while I was out doing
see how many you got in your locals.
Yeah, see how many you have in your locals, and you might say, guys, I just found this great deal, and Sean's making an extra $800,000 a month, right? That's not a bad deal, right, Sean? Just while you're building your tactical arbitrage and doing your private labeling and your other stuff.
Correct.
And it helps you learn how to do it too. It helps you, and that's what we're going to go through tonight. Go ahead, Gary. So I didn't mean to. Just had a thought, wanted to throw it in there.
Yes, so that's a good point by Will. One of the things that I did learn is get a relationship with that store manager. Give them your phone number, give them your email, let them know exactly what you're doing, what you're looking for. 9 times out of 10, they're going to want to, they will call you first to see if you want to come grab the lower mark price that they're marking down items. But it's just forming a relationship. All right, so let's go back to the retail arbitrage. As far as we bought the products, we were all happy, we spent the money, we come home, we try to list it up on Amazon and add the product to our inventory, and it said it was restricted. And I'm going to hold up one of those items right now. Now, we're restricted, but there may be quite a few Amazon people that are not. So we'll go into that, like I said, in a little bit. Oop. Sorry, I'm adjusting here. I go up from sitting and standing. I can't sit all day long. All right, so here is the product that was one was restricted. It is a water filter for a Samsung refrigerator. I believe these were $11 at the store and some change, and they are selling for about $40, just under $40 on the Amazon market. So when we ran the numbers, it was great. I think what was it, about $20 profit?
23. Yeah.
Yeah, something like that after all the fees and everything. And I mean, got a lot of light in here. Actually, I probably should do it. Anyways, so we got home, $23 in profit, and we couldn't list it. Now, what's good about where we're at, we can return them. However, we did check Amazon, or not Amazon, but we did check eBay, and they are on there as well. However, the prices are a little bit lower. I want you to think too, eBay. If you've ever dealt with eBay is more like a garage sale. Okay. There is when people are shopping on eBay, they're trying to get a deal. That's kind of the mindset of the eBay consumer. Even though there is brand new stuff to used stuff, but it's mostly like a very large garage sale as far as the consumers that are looking there. Now, Amazon is more like a retail store. It's a storefront. It's just online storefront. And because of the whole Amazon Prime and getting it in 2 days, it has created that extra profit margin, or the higher prices on being able to get the product now. And that is why this is selling for $40 on Amazon, but like some of the lower prices on eBay were in the 25 range. So we're buying it for 11. The slowest shipping is probably 2 to 9 day on UP or United States Postal Service. So we're going to have to spend probably about $3 to $4 to ship this anywhere in the United States. So we were at $11. Now we're at 15. It's selling for 25. We're making about half the profit. Okay. Even though $10 is not too bad, and we bought 8 of them, that's $80. Not too bad. But the sales velocity too is not going to be high on eBay as it is in Amazon. Remember, Amazon has about 300 million total consumers, our customers, whether it be Prime or just regular customers, and Amazon has about 170 million. So the sales velocity may not be as great as it was. So those are some of the things you got to watch. So I may return these. So I put them up on eBay, on our store on eBay. But if they don't sell, I'll probably just by the end of 30 days, I'll just go return them and get my money back.
So obviously, if you could have sold them all on Amazon, or if you can get that ungated, that would give you the profit margin you're looking for.
Correct. So yeah, if I would have, $20 times 80, or $20 times 8, $160. I'm all over that. And so we will talk about getting the brand names ungated. It's a little bit longer of a process, and you have to. Okay, so let's talk about that a little bit. So, Amazon, when it first started off, when Prime first started off, and I don't know if you guys remember this, I've been shopping on Amazon for quite a bit. And I was a Prime member kind of right when it first started. I got in at the 79 price, and I'm been grandfathered, so they haven't changed it and raised it on me, so that's kind of cool. But when it first started off, I remember purchasing stuff for like cell phones, and I've actually I'm one of those annoying Apple guys that have bought everything Apple, and I've had every single iPhone except for some of the S iPhones, but every single number 3 all the way to 10. I've had one of every single one. But in the early days of Amazon, and when that Prime came and the whole FBA came, there was a lot of counterfeit Apple products that I remember. And you would read the reviews, and you would have 50, 60 reviews saying, I believe this is counterfeit, counterfeit, counterfeit. So they had an issue with people selling stuff that wasn't authentic. And so over the last 2 to 3 years, they have put in brand restrictions and then also category restrictions that if you are a seller, they are looking to maintain the integrity of their sellers and their whole marketplace. You can start off, and there are open categories and there are open brands, but you have to start off just selling those ones they allow to show that you are actually an authentic seller and you mean business and you're running your business with integrity. Now, a lot of people have complained those people that were selling counterfeit merchandise, and it is a little bit harder. It's a little bit harder to open up all the categories, but it can be done, but it just takes a little bit more time. So once you have some sales and once you have some reviews and Amazon is seeing that you're actually a legitimate business and a legitimate seller, they will open those categories up for you when you request them without actually even having to have a review. It's almost done automatically because you have proven yourself as a seller. Now, on the brand side, to open up those brands, they may allow you to sell those brands, but they may shut you down. So there are some brands that you can't sell that are restricted. And in order to open up those brands, you are going to have to search out and find the authorized reseller or the manufacturer or the distributor of those brands. And as long as you're in those that chain of that authorized selling chain, you'll actually be able to open up those brands too. And that just takes a little bit of researching and finding authorized sellers of those brands. And once you have it, you have an invoice. Send them the invoice. I bought it from an authorized reseller in that chain. They open up that brand for you, and then you can sell that from now on here into eternity or until they change their rules.
So, Gary, does that work then with, I mean, across the board, retail arbitrage, tactical arbitrage, private labeling? You need that process in all of them.
Private labeling, no. Private labeling, you're creating your own brand, so you are in total control of that,
Right.
and you'll be able to register your brand on there, and there will be no restriction because it's a new brand that you've created. Now, on retail arbitrage, yes. So we went out and found this Samsung water filter for the refrigerator. We are not Samsung is a restricted brand, so we are not able to sell this until we either get a letter from Samsung or we find a distributor of Samsung products and work with them. And we purchase, all you have to do though is purchase 10 items. Okay. So if you actually purchase 10 of these from the distributor and you have that invoice, you send that into Amazon, they will open up Samsung for you. So if you bought 10 of them from a distributor, you're probably getting it for probably a little bit less than the $10 actually, because that's still at a retail store. So let's say you got 10 of them and they're $10 a piece. It's $100 to open up not too bad, $100 to open up your brand.
How many of those kind of guys are out there?
Lots.
Why would they do that?
That's okay.
What's their market? How are they doing it, making money?
So they're getting it from the manufacturer at $5, selling it to us at $10. It's just another middleman.
It's just another middleman.
It's just another middleman. So manufacturers like the middleman because they have more markets that they can tap into, and they don't have to have that under their hierarchy of the business. So they just send it out to a distributor or a supplier, and then there's also wholesale suppliers that are actually able to get in that chain, and it's just a middleman. You're just buying it from a middleman. And I mean, this is a model that's gone on for hundreds of years.
Forever.
So, yeah, forever. All right, so yeah, we bought. So actually, half of our purchases was those, or were those filters. But we did, and we'll see if they sell on Amazon or on eBay. We did find this, and hopefully no one goes out and buys them all and shoves it up on Amazon and oversaturates our market. But this was something that we found, fly bricks. It was a Lego, what are those things called?
Knockoff product kind of a thing.
It's a drone.
Yeah, it's a knockoff, but it's a drone. It's build your own drone. So they were selling for originally $150. Right now they're selling for $110 on Amazon. We got them for $44. I think it was about a $45 profit each one. That's a good example of one. Now, toys and games are one of those categories that are open for new sellers on Amazon. So that one was not restricted. Also, we've got some Bridgestone golf caps for about $5, and they're selling for about just under $20 on Amazon. So that was another
I
good.
need those, man. Bridgestone Arena's down here.
There you go, man.
I go stand down at the corner and sell those for probably $30.
That was Meyer.
That was
Meyer.
Dang it,
And
no Meyer
then,
here.
and then
No
on
Meyer.
Meyer, we also got some Contigo mugs, nice and pretty and
shiny.
So these were about these were like 25% off 50%. So those were pretty good. And those will make, well, when I first bought them, they were a little bit better, but right now they I think it was about $5-6 on those, and I think we got about 6 of those. So, I mean, that's $30 in profit.
Did you guys find any of the stores had any kind of restriction on returning clearanced items or no?
Yeah. They were marked they were marked as is final sale. And we didn't purchase those because we weren't sure if they were selling them. There was something at Target. It was actually a female electric hair shaver.
Gives you a massage as you
and a massage. Yeah, it massages while you're shaving your legs or various areas, and wherever you need to shave.
Extra commentary.
Yes, and that was I mean that was almost $50 profit.
Yeah,
but it wasn't as is. It wasn't as is, and we were not sure. We could not figure out because we didn't have all our tools with us, the sales velocity of those. So we didn't get it. And there was just one of them. If there was probably more of them, we probably would have done it, but it was just one of them.
Yeah.
So anyways, with that, I mean, that was about $450 worth of profit. Some of it's going to have to come from eBay. Some of it come from Amazon. In our next video, we're going to upload the products that we got onto our seller Amazon site and put them in the inventory and get them ready to ship. And we're going to ship them out, put them in our inventory, and then we'll come back and show you what they're selling for. But I think we don't have enough product to probably fill a box. So we'll probably go out and do a little bit more retail arbitrage. Actually, I did find when I was out getting milk, because we were out of milk, I went to the clearance at another Meyer, and I found 3 Shark vacuum cleaners with $49 of profit each. But I did use the Amazon seller app, and I did find out that we're restricted in that. So we couldn't put them up just yet.
And I found at Target too, this little remote control cool robot thing that was like a little ATV, all-terrain vehicle cool thing that you could roll over almost anything the way it was designed. There's about $60 profit in that, but not when you went online. Again, so that's why it's important to check. You start looking at Amazon, eBay. I mean, there it's marked down from a certain price, but just because the store price says $150 and they're selling it for $25, you have to check the other stores. You have to check the online and see is that out there at that price, because that's the true price you want to see, right? And the velocity. So really, what's that price out there in the real world on the on the Amazons and the eBays, and how fast is it selling?
Yeah, how fast is it selling? And then the other thing you want to look at is how many other people are in the buy box currently.
Is there a number you're trying to avoid? Do you have like a?
I would say greater than 5.
Stay away.
Stay away. If there's 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5, you'll be okay. But for those of you that may not know, the buy box is when you go on Amazon, it shows you that price right there. It's the one that shows up when you first click on the item. And there may be just you in there. There may be just Amazon in there. But there may be 20 people in there with the same product, and they've all got it marked at the same price. So if they all have it marked at the same price, Amazon's algorithms just go, okay, you're the first person in the buy box, and then once someone buys it from that person, the next person that's in the buy box gets to go in the buybacks, and then and it just kind of rotates. So what it does is basically split your sales to 5 people. So yes, maybe there's 100 people buying it per month, but really there's only 20 people that potentially could buy it from you because you got to split the buy box 5 different ways. So it slows the velocity of your potential sales.
So you're just doing the math. If you see 5 people in the buy box or 4 people in the buy box and it's
$4.
selling 1,000, you
Yep.
know that you're getting 250.
Yep. So you know you're going to get your capital back. Yeah. You know all your So if you've got 250 of an item, you know that, hey, I'm going to sell it in 1 month. I get my money back and my profit within 1 month. Okay. And that is something that you can check on your phone while you're there. Now, that's the junglescout.com/estimator combined with the sales rank in the category on the Amazon app, which we will go into again when we do tactical arbitrage training. But all you got to do is take the sales rank. The sales rank is how quick, or the sales rank is how it's rated. It kind of compares all the other products and how fast a particular item is selling at that particular moment compared to all the other items in that particular category. And so really, if you what you want to target is about 20,000 sales rank or lower, and you know that it's a pretty quick sales rank. But what the Jungle Scout/estimator allows you to do, grab that sales rank, whatever that number is. If it's 20,000, put it in the category of on that Amazon in this little box. You hit find, and it'll let you know how many units are selling per month, which is awesome because you know exactly the numbers to be able to get your money back and inventory sold.
And kind of, if I can too, let me throw the caveat of why this is valuable. Again, for anybody doing anything new, especially if this is your first time really trying to get your head and your arms around not just FBA, but whatever that becomes, because fulfillment by Amazon or fulfillment by, doing an eBay retail, because you're really doing a retail middleman. Yeah, you're kind of a middleman retailer is what you are. However you're going to sell it, whatever outlet you're going to use or whatnot. But to go out and do the retail side of it's, I think, a really great practice and training ground, because you're going to be out there looking and seeing all of those products, and it gets your mind going, wow, there's a lot out here. You start getting familiar with the stores, familiar with the products, familiar with the manager in that store, going to buy that product, bringing that product back, taking the picture if you need, or getting online and pulling the information and data you need from a cut and paste, or figuring out how do I post it on Amazon, how do I post it on eBay. All of these things are important for you building your own store. And for you building, even eventually, if you're landing into private labeling, all this stuff is going to help while you build the acumen, get the experience, and just get comfortable with doing all that.
And get comfortable with the Amazon systems.
Yeah,
sending in product into your inventory on your back office. Looking at all the sales analytics, how things are moving. All that is going to be learned by doing that process. And as Christian stated, we worked for about 2 hours. I wouldn't even call it work. We were shopping. So we were actually just shopping.
Shopping.
Can I say that again? We were just shopping.
And we're Americans, so we love to shop.
Yeah. So we were just shopping, working. And yeah,
we're shopping.
And what was kind of funny is we were recording it, trying to do a video for here, and then they shut us down. They saw that we were doing recording, and then
chased them out.
The video Nazi came out, and she shut us down.
And I would say doing it this way too is an affordable way to learn. You can kind of come in at whatever level you want.
Yeah.
If you want to just spend $100 and
look at the hats.
Try it. You can try it. Yeah. You don't have to feel like, man, I'm under this pressure that I got.
Here's your test right here, man. Okay, so Amazon Seller app or the whole seller system is free, but they'll just take $1 extra if you don't sell over, I think it's 30 products or 39. If you don't sell 40 products. Okay, so let me talk about that real quick. When you're on Amazon Seller app, and actually let me bring up my screen because I stood back up. But when you're on the Amazon Seller system, you can either pay a $39 a month, and it's unlimited amount of items you can list, and you just pay the $39, and then you pay the other fees that they charge, a referral fee, and then their shipping fee, which is technically called their FBA fee, which is actually just them storing it, 1 month of storage, picking it, packing it, and shipping it, and then doing customer service. That's all one fee. But if you want to just start off free, you have no money except for maybe $100, and you found 3 Bridgestone hats. We're going to do a little bit of advertising for Bridgestone here. But you found 3 Bridgestone hats for $5 each. You can sell them for 20. You just made $10 a hat. Now you've got $30 on top of the $100 that you can go out and kind of snowball your profits. But that's how low you can start and actually get this business to work. And then once you start building momentum and you get that snowball rolling down the hill even a little bit more, then you're able to open up more categories, more brands, and you can just grow from there, we believe. But that's what we're seeing.
But we're still in the process of determining the level of build or bust.
I think we're going to build it, man. I can't see it not building.
I hope it builds.
Well, people are never going to stop buying stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, it always
And you
goes.
got a world market now.
Yeah, you got a world market. A lot of things are coming online. Like you said, a lot of stores that are just standalone online stores. The big stores, I guess the big box stores would be the Amazons and the Jets and the eBay style stores. And like you said, but they all service a little bit different. And so, and the nice thing is you're not really stuck just even in one. It's not like you only have to try to sell it on Amazon. You can also sell it on these other places.
Yeah, you've got Jet. You can approve it on Jet. You can get approved on once. I mean, Jet, Walmart. There's I don't know if you guys know this, but Sears has their whole marketplace that you can get and sell stuff on. What else? eBay. You got those. I mean, Shopify.
Yeah, Shopify.
I'd have to check, but there's Geek and Wish. There's a bunch. There's a bunch of marketplace, and then you create your own website. Put your AP and put your inventory on your own website. So if people are coming to your own website, it takes them back to Amazon, or it's another marketplace that you can.
Yeah, Etsy's even got some.
Yeah, Etsy. Etsy would be a good one. Yeah. So, anyways, good stuff. So, anyways, the next step, and we're gonna get on, and I want to go through it one more time. I've only posted a little bit of inventory so far on the seller site for Amazon. It is compared to eBay. I don't know if anyone's eBayed out there, but eBay is pretty simple. You just kind of take some photos, plop them up there, create a title, create a little description, and boom, you're ready to go. Amazon's a little bit different because you have to ship it to them, or Amazon FBA. I mean, you can merch fill it, but their system is a little bit more, I would say, a little bit more intense. It's a little bit more detailed. But once you've done it one time or all the way through, or 2 times all the way through, it becomes commonplace, and you'll be able to do it over and over again. But it is a little bit more intense. So we're going to do, we're going to post up a little bit, some of our products that we found, and then we'll do a video of kind of exactly first steps to last steps on that. Sorry, I keep getting freaking texts. I got to turn my phone away from me. And then Christian will do a dance after we're done.
Great. I want to see the dance. It should be pretty damn good.
It's a good dance.
We should have the dance. Once you have hit numbers to get the dance.
Yeah, numbers get the dance. Exactly.
All right. So what I want to do too is for us, our group right here, I would like to challenge us over this month of April. Let's see if we can. Let's do a profit challenge.
Profit challenge.
Oh man, everybody! All right, we're all in on the challenge.
What
guys, is it your team against me?
Yes. We gotta have a chance.
If you find something good at a store that's actually
yeah
store down here, let me know, and vice versa.
Well, I want the tactical. Okay, so I am going to. So our budget so far, we spent we spent $1. Well, we spent a little bit on the things, the
$1.
product. We just spent $1 on the tactical arbitrage, and I'll give you guys access to I'll give you the Southerners the access to the tactical arbitrage login. But I did pay for 1 month of it, so our free trial is over. But you got to pay for 1 month of it. Let's do some searches. I don't know, man. I think we can make, I don't know, let's 10,000.
I like that number. Nice number.
And profit?
Well, you guys were pretty quiet. 10,000 profit?
Yeah.
I like
or 10,000.
10,000.
Yeah, you said 10, right?
Yeah, 10K in 30 days.
I thought that's
10K in 30 days?
In a week. Like, all right, let's do it. 10K profit. We're on it. Between using tactical and retail, both.
Tactical and retail.
All right.
Okay.
And if we I am going to, well, I did create the letter for the wholesale, but we'll start during that whole time though. We'll be hitting up wholesale folks to see if we can get some.
10,000 going to include wholesale then?
No, I'm guessing it's probably going to take a couple weeks to correspond and go back and forth and try to find some folk that have some brand names that we can unlock. But I definitely think retail and tactical, we could probably find 10,000 of profits in 30 days, no problem.
Now, is that making the money and everything, like the whole process? Like we have the money by 30 days?
Well, if it's an Amazon, that probably won't happen based on their payout schedule. We'll probably get
So I would say, let's say if we can get,
we know we have it
in inventory, the potential to make 10,000.
Okay.
That's probably better. When do you want to count the start date? Counting tomorrow?
We'll start tomorrow.
Okay. April 5th.
All right.
Good day.
The 5th to the 5th. We'll be ending on Cinco de Mayo, and we can party.
Yes. We will have a margarita party.
That's right. Cinco de Mayo celebration if we hit our mark.
Okay, so what I'm going to do is create
Sean's buying.
All right.
We're going to make Sean do the dance.
Do it.
Yeah, that's kind of funny.
Sean's a good dancer. Come on, Sean.
You can't see me. I'm standing still.
That's right. It would be a good mime.
I'm trying to learn all this. I don't even know what I'm doing.
Well, that's why you're here. That's why we bring in guests who don't know, and we're trying to. I mean, you can jump in with a question if you want. Sometimes most guests get on and they're just like,
"That's my bedtime. I'm half asleep."
That's right. We'll bring you next time. We'll get you earlier next time.
Mm-hmm.
But I like that challenge. Let's create a sheet that kind of tallies our profits. I actually started it with the one thing that we had. But we can't do it on eBay. It's all got to be on Amazon.
All Amazon. Okay. Good to know. Good to know.
So it means we have to be real careful about stuff that's open for us to sell.
Yeah. So you just got to make sure you're using that Amazon seller app instead of you can use FBA Scan in combination with FBA Scan. But actually, the seller app has all the stuff that FBA Scan has. But it also lets you know that it's restricted or not right away. So you're not wasting your time.
I don't like my time wasted.
My time
there you go.
is precious.
So part of the question I would ask tonight, knowing that, I mean, again, you guys have done a little more research than I have, but I have two of these things that I've gotten that, showed you earlier. I can go buy the remaining 10 or 12 of them that are floating around town.
There you go. You're off to a faster start than us.
I think I have more stores on that front. I mean, around here.
Yeah, per capita you do.
Per capita, I've got 5 to 7.
I'm going to have to travel. I'll have to travel at least 60 miles to get to the stores that you have in probably.
You got them down there? He's got them.
You don't live where I live. You have to go forever away.
Yeah. Sean will be like, I went down to the 7-Eleven and they had some straws I could buy. And some lighters.
That's about it.
Yeah, and that's okay. That's why tactical will probably be more for you, because you can just sit at your computer. We'll find them through the stores, and eventually, as we get ungated, like Gary said, once we have our store and it's doing X amount, it starts to open things up, And the more we get open, as you ungate and open up and get unrestricted in certain areas, then we're doing most of the product lines.
I
That's
mean, I
just a
can look
growth.
for stuff.
Yeah, well, that's what's great too. You can do that for sure. Yeah, that's part of it. It's a good thing to go. When you do go, when you make your way across the tundra down to the civilization land.
Well, we have Target and Walmart.
I'm just
like that.
When you go to buy your fire.
Oh my goodness.
So yeah, no, if you go, that's all you need. You go to just even a couple of them. It's going to be a lot of the same stuff, you know. So, oh, got a drink. I did it. Dang it. Doesn't mean everybody has to drink. I think I have to drink when I say my word. But thanks, guys. I appreciate the support.
We're your support.
Yeah, thanks, man. Need it.
We don't want you to be alone.
Don't be alone. Don't drink alone. All right, so where are we at with that? Good stuff, good questions, and I think we've got our goal. We're gonna go for it. We've got our Cinco de Mayo party day we're looking to hit. So,
and then we'll see if it's a builder or buster by then.
Yeah, I think we should know.
I mean, if we can make 10,000 in 30 days,
it's definitely a builder.
Definitely a builder.
Yeah, we will definitely give it the builder.
We'll find
yeah,
out.
the biggest hiccup, and probably, I mean, that probably discouraged people. You go out and buy. I'm not discouraged about it because there's a return policy and it's on a credit card, so just return it. But that would be discouraging. You find I don't know, probably $200 in profit, and then you can't list it. But don't let that stop you from figuring it out.
Right.
because
this is one of the world's largest marketplaces, and it's only going to get bigger probably in the next 10 years.
So take advantage.
And if you do your numbers right, like I said, if you try to stick to that 30% based on thinking you could have done it on Amazon, and you have to then strafe over to eBay or something, you should at least be able to break even or make something.
Yes.
The nice thing is you're going to learn. So for your college education in retail marketing 101, 202, and 303, you could potentially be doing it for free or making some money while you do it. So
yep,
nothing wrong with that. And shopping as an American, which is great. You get to entertain yourself. Yeah. You know, you'll find some cool stuff. You might even do some Christmas shopping when you're out.
Exactly. It's good.
All right.
All right.
Sean, any final questions? You good for tonight?
I'm good.
How do I buy the program?
Thanks for
well,
being with us
if
tonight,
I still lived there, we would be rocking it out big time.
That's right. You can come hang out, you know.
Now, we'll teach you some tactical, Sean, where you can do it from the comfiness of your own bed.
Yeah, you'll love that. That'll be really good when you get to that point. Then you'll be able to help us a lot on that end of things, for sure.
True.
For sure. But this is part of it, too, just because the cool thing is when you're out and about, you start changing how you think and how you see the stores you're in. Instead of just being a mindless consumer, you're walking around thinking about what things cost, what they really cost to manufacture. Would you ever pay that for that?
I already do.
Right. So, and then you're out looking for deals and you're out going, I wonder.
Yeah.
We're all out sometimes. We've all been in the store where we're like, oh my God, that's so cheap. I remember, I wish a year ago I would have known what I know now about this, because I saw comforters, like these nice comforters that were at Walmart. They were clearancing them all out, this microfiber, really cool, different patterns on them and stuff. And we were buying them for some of our short-term rental properties. And so I picked up a bunch of them. I think I got like 15 of them at the time for $15 a piece. Well, they were selling online for $60 each.
Oh my!
I mean, I could have went to probably all the stores and bought 300 of them. I could have bought out the stuff and turned around and made, you know, as long as it was an open product, as long as, again, it didn't get stuck by any of those things we're talking about. But if it was open and I could do it, then that would have probably been about a $10,000. That would have did it in one shot. We would have had, I would have come back tomorrow and said, dudes, I just made $10,000. Let's party. So those things happen out there. But if you're not thinking about it and you don't have your antennas up, you're not looking.
Yeah, I mean, I always think about, you know, like a payment that I make or a recurring expense that I have. And what I kind of told Christian this in the store, and I told Will this the other day, but what's kind of cool about it is Christian and I, when I was in the Meijer store, it was just there for about an hour. But I basically made the money I would have spent with the groceries. So all the food I ate was just paid for by just looking in the clearance aisle at the same store. and I could throw it up on Amazon and get my money back for all the groceries I just bought. So would it be cool to eliminate a $600 to $1,000 food bill a month by just taking a little stroll over to the clearance aisle? And you're already there, so why not?
Heck yes.
Yep.
Then you can just put it towards vacation.
Or if you want that, $80,000 Range Rover for $800 a month.
There you go. Start saving.
Yeah, could you do it 4 times, make $200 each time you're there, and you got your payment for every month? Anyways,
it just makes you think. From now on,
it just makes you think.
I'm just not there to buy whatever I'm buying. I'm there to figure out a couple ways to make some money. How great would it be to walk out every time you go shopping at your Walmart, Target? Like you said, you pay for that stuff and then some.
Yep.
Put an extra $500 or $1,000 a month in your pocket just for doing something you're already there doing.
Right.
I tend to just walk around and eat the food on the shelves. I keep the bag, of course, and then I pay for it. But I'm just hanging around like, hey, man, get us something to drink. I'm eating. I'm enjoying myself. It's a relaxing mode.
You get out of the house. You can talk to some people.
Yeah, you meet some nice folk. I think the guy we met at Target, I think he was macking on me. But
William,
Paul would tell you. Paul was with me. He was just kind of like, hey, what's up, guys? And I was like, what's up, bro? He kept coming around. How can I help you? I'm like, sweet. We had a friend. We made a friend.
Hey, is he a manager? Can we get him to?
He was a manager.
There you go.
Like a friendly relation.
There you go.
Connection.
I loved him, man. He was sweet. I was hanging with him, man. We were having actually fun time.
All right, cool. So I guess that's all I got on this particular time. Let's do a either tomorrow or the next day. Tomorrow's probably pretty good. I don't know what you guys are doing.
Yeah.
I'm tied up with the event all day. I have the that big music starts
Okay.
here. For those of you, musicstartshere.org. Go to it, join it, become a member, become a fan, become a friend.
So if you are Christian, if you are available around lunchtime,
yeah, probably.
Let's just put up the hats, the robots, drones.
Oh yeah.
I'll come back and watch it, but I do want to be a part of one of those too because I want to see it.
The Contigo.
By the way, do you want me to include mine then just on your inventory? I guess I could, or I can do it myself separately.
I mean, it's gonna be tough. I mean, we'll put it in the inventory, but the way you got to do it, okay. I mean, from what I've learned already, is while you're adding the inventory, you are actually putting it into groups of what you're going to ship in the box that you send to Amazon. And you want to, Amazon has restrictions on the box that you can send it into them with. It has to be smaller than a 24 by 24 by 24 box, and it can't be more than a certain amount of pounds. And we'll go over that tomorrow, Christian. I think it's like 100 pounds or something like that.
Ooh, hefty.
So when you're putting your inventory in the system, you want to be able to fill that box up. And what's kind of cool about Amazon, they do give you discounted postage to send to them because they do so much volume with the Postal Service and UPS or FedEx. So I believe that 24 by 24 box cost about $20 to send to them. So when you're shipping in your items, you want to try to ship as much as you can in that box that'll fit,
right,
to minimize your shipping cost per item.
Makes sense.
So I would hang on to those until you have other items to send in.
Well, I'm saying, but if you sell it as a piece of your inventory, I just ship it, or can I not do that?
Yes, but then you're spending money to ship it to Amazon.
Oh, I see.
So you've only got, well, depending on how many you got. So if you get them all and you fill a box of 24 by 24, yes, we'll put it in the system. It'll create a sticker, slap it on the box, and it's all to us. So yeah, if you get more that fills a whole box, yeah, do it. But if you're just going to if you're just going to ship those two, don't do it yet until you have more items, because the two will cost the same. It'll probably cost about.
You said like 20.
Okay, I got you. So, but now can I still send it into our store then?
Yes.
matter. I'll still send it from my location into our
Yes.
store.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
To our store.
No,
Yep.
I'm going to go do the shop anyway, so let me do that. Then I'll just get more.
Yep.
All right, cool. Good questions, though. Got to ask because I hope that's
Yeah.
what we want people to hear and understand. So,
Just so everyone knows, and if they don't remember, but on this video, if they haven't watched previous videos, Michigan and Tennessee are our 2 corporate locations. So we'd be shipping from both places.
both places, yeah.
All right.
Good.
All right, then.
There's our goal.
Got our
10,000,
goal.
guys. Challenge is on.
Big love, my compadres. Let's go build it.
Or bust it.
Build, not bust. Build, not bust. I want to build because build means we're making money.
Exactly.
I hope they all come out as builders.
Oh, jeez.
It stinks if we got to go, damn, that's a buster and we just wasted all this time. But it's got to be legit, man. We want the folks to see it be legit because,
Got to make money.
got to make the flow. Got to make it go. Got to make it grow.
Yeah.
Right. Everybody do it.
Good.
We want to see the flow like 108 inches of snow hanging out in Michigan, don't you know? Got to see our piles grow so we can show the dough.
Oh, man.
It's getting too late, man. I'm starting to bad rhyme.
No spring.
I know
Here
you guys
for
got no
us.
spring, man.
We must.
Hide our head in the hole like the groundhog does.
Oh, man.
Horrible.
Christian's going, this is horrible. All right,
This
cut this last part off.
No more.
I didn't say it was a rapper,
grapefruit
man.
juice.
That's true.
I'm going to
drinking
go hug a
grapefruit juice, man.
spruce tree in the yard.
That was good.
Hold on.
All right. Oh, put it on.
Do it. Yeah.
That's right, man.
All right. Anyways.
I
It was
like that.
a good call.
Enlarged cranium is good, man. It's good.
Good call. Good
call.
information. Christian, 11.
Yeah, we can shoot for 11.
Cool, guys. I will be big day tomorrow. We got a couple hundred people coming into a big event we're doing for the Sessions. A bunch of kind of big rock star people from all over the country coming in to host an event for young people trying to get going in the music industry. So,
And that will be one of our next projects is building or busting. Can you make $100,000 a year
in the
just
music business?
In the music business without making it super big and just have it as a career instead of always struggling.
That'll be a fun one, won't it?
And then we are going to talk to a bunch of voice contestants because they never seem to make it big and they never seem to make money after they're there.
Contestants. I have many of those as well down here and on and on and on. Rising stars. There's a lot of them end up living here in Nashville. So
yeah,
great folk, super talented. But what's the reason, the struggle? Again, when we say the struggle for making it big in the industry under the labels and all that kind of stuff versus can you go out and do it yourself? So our thing will really be how can you do it as more of an independent using all of today's technology and tools and what's available to you to make that kind of money. And but that's down the road. That's something we'll do along with and we'll put a nice little training together. Hopefully that will help all those great folk trying to make it in that industry and help them make it. And they'll love us so much they'll all become Patreons and give us big gifts and donations.
Exactly.
How can we change the world?
That's right. One voice contestant at a time.
One voice contestant at a time.
Probably not with our rhyming skills, but we can probably help them with our knowledge.
Our knowledge.
Yeah. Knowledge will be
our builder knowledge. That's right.
Can spew it.
Revenue building knowledge. All right, my fine gents. I think I'm done before I start talking even more retarded with my
All right.
grapefruit.
Sounds good. All right. Peace out.
See you guys.
Have a great night.